Did you know that roughly 53% of the world's population is living in urban areas? This number is expected to increase to 70% by the year 2050. With more than half the world's population living in urban areas, I think it's pretty important we all understand it a little better. An urban center is defined as an area where the population exceeds 1,000 persons and has a population density of at least 400 people per square kilometer. Obviously, some pretty iconic cities come to mind when you think of urban. Okay, so we all have our own negative associations with cities, and there are some major issues. We have air pollution, health problems from smog, water pollution, overpopulation, issues with waste disposal, urban sprawl, and noise and light pollution, just to name a few. Another issue is urbanization and urban sprawl. But what is urbanization? Well, urbanization is a population shift from rural to urban areas. To accommodate for the increase in population of one area, many forests, wetlands, and agricultural fields must be destroyed to be replaced with roads, residential areas, shopping malls, and business centers. With the destruction of many wildlife habitats, countless species can become endangered. Urbanization can cause an increase in greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, bigger risk of disease outbreak, and decrease in wildlife areas. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Before you get your pitchfork out, Steve, you need to see the bigger picture. Urban centers can provide areas of high population density, concentrating where we as humans live. This could mean leaving more natural spaces wild and taking up less area. Cities provide opportunities for multiculturalism to thrive and for people to experience and have a greater understanding for the cultures of people around us. Cities provide hubs for social services which benefit human health, such as food banks, shelters, recreational activities, education, and healthcare, just to name a few. City centers provide services in a condensed area, which means less travel is required to get what you need. This means that public transportation is encouraged and is actually more efficient than owning a personal vehicle. Many cities are implementing bike lanes, which makes biking to work and shopping much easier, thereby reducing our carbon footprint and improving human health at the same time.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow!
Why do you always have to say it that way?
Haven't you ever heard of a little thing called showmanship?
If you take a look around the globe to see what people are doing to improve our cities, you can see that the future is looking pretty bright. All around the world, there are fascinating, futuristic innovations to make our cities more sustainable. Well, maybe not that futuristic, Steve, but let's take a look at what's happening. In Mexico City, they have a building constructed with tiles that actually neutralize the chemicals in the air that cause smog. In Norway, they've developed a spray-on solar film that can be applied to windows to harness solar energy while maintaining transparency. Imagine being able to see out your window while knowing they're creating usable energy. In England, they have plans to construct the world's second largest solar panel structure on a man-made reservoir to utilize the space and harness renewable energy. All around the world, efforts are being made to make cities more sustainable. For example, green curbs and green roofs are being installed in cities to increase green space, reduce stormwater runoff and flooding, increase habitat for native flora, and decrease the heat island effect. So, as you can see, urbanism doesn't always have a negative effect on an ecosystem. In some cases, an urban development can be beneficial to many species and habitats. It all depends on the hard work and innovation of urban dwellers and having the will to mitigate damages to our natural ecosystems.
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know. Downtown, just listen to the music, not the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you...
We're finished. We're going home.